Hello,
Okay.
everyone. My name is Emily Golia. I'm an actor, singer, and creator here in Los Angeles, and I'm so excited to introduce you to comedian Dana Keel. How's it going, Dana?
It is going fantastic. It's going fantastic, Emily.
Great. I was so excited to meet you here. And before we get started, I'm going to show everyone a quick clip of you doing your thing.
But Rosa Parks, right? A hero, like in our household. Like, she got us off the back of the bus. And, when you're, again, looking at this as a kid and we're at the back of everything and Rosa Parks comes along, you guys, I am good and grown. I don't want to be at the back of shit right now. I'm just saying, not at the back of the, right. Not at the back of the line, not at the back of the plane, not at the back of the class. Right, I don't even like to let people in front of me in traffic because that means I have to be behind them. Do you know what I'm saying? Let me tell you something. Fuck the treadmills at the back. They're at the back. When I go to the gym, fuck them. I'm going to the front. I'm going where the ellipticals are, where the weights are, where the sitting bikes are. Why? Because that's where my civil rights. That's where my civil rights are. That's where my freedom is. Right. I may not want to lift weights, but I'm just saying, no justice, no peace. I'm just saying, you guys.
I love that. I am absolutely here for it. I think you are so fantastic and so comfortable in front of an audience. Like, it's just so lovely to see someone up there that I'm not worried about, I'm like,
right.
Let's get this together. Like,
girl, I understand. And here's the thing, I love talking about everything. But I like talking about subjects that I hope will help people to see things from a broader view. Like I don't intend to be TED Talk educational comedy all the time, not at all. But I hope that something I say can make a difference in the mind of people.
Absolutely. It's so important. And, like it's nice to get that information in a way that's entertaining.
Yes.
Oh, it's awesome. So let's start from the beginning. Tell me, where were you born and where'd you grow up? And then when did you get interested in comedy?
So I was born in Huntsville, Alabama. It's a small city in northern Alabama, not too far from Tennessee, very much known for the Space and Rocket Center and its space program. And then when I was 12, I have a twin sister, so I say we a lot. We moved to New Orleans. So I'm very much a Southern girl. And spent those formative years in Huntsville, which was fantastic. It was a great cradle. Huntsville, Alabama, believe it or not, and people don't know, it's still got the most PhDs per square mile in any city in America. Right. And then we moved to New Orleans, which is, everybody knows, the Big Easy, the Bayou City, Mardi Gras party all the time. Yeah. Lovely. The food.
Yes, and
a great place.
Oh.
Yes. And so great place to spend your high school years. So here's the thing, secret, I was always interested in media, television, film, and music. And always, honestly, very interested in being in front of the camera. Hadn't really thought of comedy as a career because for whatever reason in my head, I didn't think that I didn't know how people got to be comedians. I thought people were like, ding, ordained, and now you are Sir Comedian, and now you are Madame Comedian. But I loved Carol Burnett. I loved Lucille Ball. I loved Mary Tyler Moore, Rhoda, and the list goes on. Marsha Warfield, Shirley from What's Happening. And so went to college, did the traditional things that Black folks and Black kids do in the 80s if there's any aptitude, was a math major, an engineering major until I couldn't take any of it anymore. And then got to LA, got behind the scenes in the music business because I knew I wanted to be a filmmaker because I was worried about becoming an actress. I thought, well, it seems like very hard, but maybe if I become a filmmaker, I can create opportunities for more people of color. But it turns out you have to kind of walk through the fire first before you can be, fully respected and embraced as someone who gives opportunity. So there just came a day where my son is, I think that year, what was that, 2019? So he turned 17. I had done anything and everything around like public speaking and acting. I had been in Toastmasters. I was teaching. We all know how to teach if we have anything. So I'd been a teacher in front of classes. accidentally taught chess, every way that you could manage to like entertain outside of being an entertainer, I was doing. And so finally I just said, we've got to do comedy. I was driving Lyft. That's where all the comedians are. A rider actually got in the car and we talked randomly for about 3 minutes, if that. And she goes, have you ever thought about comedy? And at that point, I literally said to her, it's all I think about. And she said, you should go. And she at the end of the ride, she took a receipt. The only empty paper I had was a receipt in my wallet. And she wrote out a bunch of places to go, like go to this place for the open mic. It's a women's mic. Apply for the UCB scholarship. Do this, do that, blah, blah, blah. I did everything she said, and this is where I am. I got that UCB scholarship and I studied. I started going to open mics and I just haven't quit.
You just did it. You made it happen.
Right. So I would say, though, I was interested in comedy forever, just didn't know where I fit in and then I had to figure that out. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that's so inspiring. It's amazing. It's just like you went, you made it happen. And it's such a crazy, like, what is the path, and it's so wonderful that you had this like kind of written for you and it worked,
Yes.
like it worked. Oh, it's amazing. So, this pandemic was so crazy, and especially for artists and comedians. I mean, the audience is like a character, in your one person show. So like, how was that for you? Like, how did you stay creatively fulfilled?
So what was interesting was, I guess, again, the universe timed it perfectly. So the universe timed me for doing those UCB classes and getting started just before the pandemic. So I was in the middle of my second improv class and I had been doing this open mic every Monday, and then the pandemic hit. And then everybody, like I, as a businesswoman for other jobs, had been on Zoom for 2 or 3 years, but everybody then saw Zoom as a way to hold open mics, to do full on shows and even festivals. And I just jumped in. I'm like, if this is what it is, I'm going for it. Like, if we won't be here forever and all of this great material, I can still speak to people. We just have to get used to the timing, like just to know that the laughter is a little delayed. So don't think you're bombing, because you just got to wait another 3 seconds to hear anybody laugh. You could be bombing, but you got to wait at least 3 seconds, 4 seconds to know.
Wow.
And I just didn't.
That's so
I just didn't stop.
Oh.
I just didn't stop. Because there wasn't. And here's the thing. I'm not even going to say I don't want to sound spiritual, because I am. Truly, if there were, tell me there's a will. Tell me, how do you say it? Tell me that. How do I say it? Hold on. Tell me there's a will wherever there's a way, without telling me there's a will wherever there's a way. And that was Zoom. Like, where there's a will, there's a way. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And I was definitely count me amongst the comedians who were willing, because plenty, a lot of people stopped, but I was just like, well, that's okay. I'm gonna catch up for lost time. That's how I felt. I felt like I had this lost time to catch up for. So I was like, I'm just gonna keep going and keep writing and keep speaking and keep telling jokes, keep taking classes, keep finding ways. And that's how I got through Zoom. Through the pandemic,
Yeah. Oh, I love it. Well, do you have any advice for other comedians who are just starting out?
I do. I would love to speak to that. And thank you for that question. Like, the first thing is, you just got to believe. If it's in your heart, then that is evidence that there is an expression that's going to come out of you. Mm-hmm. Be willing to be educated, though. Like, don't, anybody who says to you classes are dumb, no, like, go out there, and if you can get any kind of class or anything, try it, because refinement of raw talent is necessary. And there are various ways to become refined. Like, the more you do open mics and you get the hard knocks, that will refine you. But in a class environment, you get a supportive refinement. You know what I'm saying? You get people who can really talk you through it, not baby you through it, but say, here's the science of this thing. This is what you're leaning toward. And I think that's important for anybody starting out, to just find a community where you can learn and perform. And that's the thing. And for women in particular, just like, call me. I don't even like, let's do it. But like, just do it. Believe even when it doesn't look like there's a reason to believe, and then go and find a community and learn while you work.
Oh, yes, I agree with all of that. And it's so important. So I hope everyone's listening out there. I'm going to put all of your links and everything underneath here so people can easily get a hold of you, find you. And yeah, I'm just so excited that you're going to be on the Phoenix platform. It's going to be a fantastic place for you, for people to find you, for you to find collaborators, for all of us to keep up with everything you're doing. And yeah, I just can't wait to see what's next for you. It was so wonderful to meet you. So thanks for hanging out with me today.
You're welcome, Emily. And I hope that we can connect. We're both in LA, so hopefully we can get together for coffee. It was wonderful being here with you.
Would love that. Let's do that. And
Let's do it.
yeah. Okay. Have a great day. It was so nice to meet
you. You too.